Hello, I'm Nathaniel Luhring, and this is Cuyahoga Valley National Park. In this video, I will be discussing geological features of the park along with some fun facts. Let's start with the park's location. The park is located between the cities of Cleveland and Akron, Ohio. The park was established between December 27, 1974, with a size of 32,572.24 acres. Cuyahoga Valley National Park ranks as the 9th smallest national park. It is also the only national park to be located in the state of Ohio. Let's look at the rocks of the park, starting with the oldest. Shale. Shale is 360 million years old, at least the stuff that's found in the park. This shale was formed when, at the time, Ohio and the park itself was under a warm, shallow ocean. In this ocean, there were silt particles. This silt floated around the water, but eventually would condense at the bottom, forming this rock. Next, we have sandstone. Sandstone forms when sand underwater condenses into a very hard rock. And finally, we have a conglomerate, which is about 310 million years old. This conglomerate is formed when particles of other rocks, such as pebbles, bits of sand, dirt, and other material, combines under pressure. All of these types of rocks are sedimentary rocks. Sedimentary rocks are rocks that form over time gradually from pieces of other rocks and formerly living creatures. The rocks I just discussed are all in layers, starting with shale, then we have our sandstone, and now our conglomerate. But those rocks are almost 360 million years old. We're missing a lot of rock history, aren't we? And that's where these guys come in, the big glaciers. These glaciers came from millions of years old, back when the Earth had a lot of ice during the ice ages. In fact, they're almost 300 million years old when this last happened. When this happened, the glaciers would go across land in massive pushes. In these pushes, they would tear away the top surfaces of the rocks, grinding, scraping, dragging it away. Of course, it did bring some rocks to the area. We have bits of granite from it, but almost 300 million years of rock have been scraped away by these icebergs. And finally, we see the ledges, a very infamous example of the scraping. But because of that scraping, we get to see a very, very detailed version of cross-bedding. Cross-bedding is very interesting. Cross-bedding comes from millions of years of water flowing through an area, depositing silt, pebbles, sand, dirt, all types of miniature bits of fragments and rocks that form layers, massive layers over time. But as the millions of years pass, all of a sudden the water shifts. We all of a sudden see the water going in a different direction. Now, different material are coming in from it. We see this in the ledges because we see the years that are exposed. All these rocks and all these directions and changing eventually come together to form very distinct layers, often very colorful. But right here in the park, we see a very, very traditional version of this, mainly gray, black, and darker colored rocks. But still, it's beautiful to see the millions of years of geological history. These are my citations. If you would like to see more information, I recommend you follow them. Thank you for viewing this video. Once again, I'm Nathaniel Luhring, and I hope you enjoy. Have a good day.